Namaste viewers, welcome to Gnana Degula channel. Today we will try to understand the meaning of Karana. Karana is a term which is used in astrology, astronomy, particularly in the Hindu almanac or what we call as Panchanga. It is very scientific, logical and practical. Let us try to understand this Karana from this Panchanga, Hindu Panchanga angle. But before we go to the details, I request you to please like, share and then subscribe to my channel. Please go through the video completely and then post your comments at the end of the video in the comment box. Now, coming back to Karana. In the Hindu calendar system, which is called as Pancha Anga. Pancha means 5 Angas. Each day is not just a date, like in the Indian Gregorian calendar, and some day, no? It's not a date. It is defined very accurately with 5. It consists of 5 key elements, important elements. They are called as Tithi. Tithi is a lunar day, the time taken. It is measured in terms of lunar moon's movements. Vara. Vara is a weekday. Vara is week. Nakshatra, the star constellation, the moon, where this moon is in that constellation. Then yoga is the sun and moon, sum of the sun and moon combination, their movements and then how they are aligned. And Karana is the lunar days, half of that Tithi is Karana. Now, Karana is a fundamental part of timekeeping in Indian tradition. It's accurate, very accurate. Now, Karana is half a Tithi. Tithi is the time the moon moves this 12 degrees away from the sun in longitude. It's a movement of 12 degrees. Angular movement. Angular. It is not linear movement, angular movement. One Tithi is approximately 0.984 days. That means something around 23 hours, 23 hours and 60 minutes. It's 23.6 hours. It's not 60 minutes, sorry, 23.6 minutes. So now each Tithi is split into 2 parts. That means the 12 degrees is the movement of the moon. So when it covers 6 degrees, that is half of that angular motion, angular difference, it is divided into 2 parts. This half is called as a Karana. Now, that means one Tithi is 2 Karanas, that is 6 degrees each. So, there are about 11 Karanas. They have been divided into 11 Karanas. But there are 60 Karana slots in a lunar month. So, 30 days into 2 is 60 Karanas. 30 Tithis into 2, that is 60 Karanas. Because the Tithis are 30, if you divide it by 2, it becomes 60 Karanas. So now how do you do these 11 Karanas are adjusted there? See, these Karanas keep rotating across the month. In the month, they keep repeating movable Karanas like this. So there are some movable Karanas Bhava, Balava, Kaulava, Taitula, Garaja, Vanija, Vishti, Badra. So each of them appears 8 times. Bhava, Balava, Kaulava, Taitula, Garaja, Vanija, Vishti. Vishti, it is also called as Badra. So they appear 8 times. They cover about 56 Karanas total. Now in this 60, 4 are left over. These are called as fixed Karanas. They're used only once at the end of the month. They are Shakuni, Chatushpada, Naga, and Kinstugna. These are 4. Shakuni, Chatuspada, Naga, and Kinstugna. They are 4 Karanas. Now a question arises. What is the scientific or logical basis for these Karanas? Or is it simply randomly spelled out, randomly named, randomly divided, and all those things? No, this is very, very accurate. This has got an astronomical basis. Astronomy is not something like, cock and bull story. It's actual science. Karanas are not imaginary. They are based on the actual motion. Rather it is relative motion of the sun and the moon. Relative motion of the sun and the moon. So here it is the 360 degrees angle celestial circle is divided into parts based on this movement. As the moon orbits Earth and it gains 6 degrees over the sun, the movement, angular motion, we mark 1 Karana. So 360, if you divide each 60, if you divide 360 by 6, you will get around 60 Karanas, 60 blocks. The mathematical precision here is the movement of the moon can be measured with great accuracy. Very accurately you can measure it. The Karana division is absolutely predictable and calculable. Just like hours and minutes, whatever we calculate, it can be calculated. Ancient Indian astronomers used instruments like gnomons, armillary spheres, and later Siddhantic models, like Surya Siddhanta and other formulas to track this. So this is the accuracy of the mathematical thing, how it is mathematically accurate. This is astronomy. Now, the other aspect is there are consistency across different cultures also. See, many ancient calendars, Chinese, Babylonian, Mayan calendar, they also use moon-sun relative positions. Of course, they were a little different, but they all use this relative sun and moon, the movement of the sun and moon, movement of the moon in relation to sun, earth, all those kinds of things, they use this. But here, the Indian system is very unique, and particularly in naming each half Tithi and giving it some kind of a spiritual or ritual significance. In the role of these Karanas in daily life and astrology is that choosing good times. Some Karanas are good for travel, puja, buying, assets, something like that. And then others, Vishti, Badra, are considered not auspicious. Festival timing also. Vedic rituals and fasts are often tied. They are all decided based upon the specific Tithi and Karana. Even the birth charts, birth astrology. Karana at birth can influence a person's mindset. It is believed, energy and decision making abilities. This is what it is. Now, made some summary, type like thing, meaning, aspect, and Karana means. The meaning of Karana is half of a Tithi, that is 6 degrees angular distance between moon and sun. Total Karanas 11, 7 repeating and 4 fixed Karanas. Now then you have monthly occurrence, 60 Karanas in a lunar month. The basis is astronomical measurement of moon's relative position. They are used in Panchanga and to decide auspicious festival timings, Vedic rituals, birth charts, etc. So now, final thing is that Karana is a refined time slice. It is based on astronomical reality. It is very deeply woven into the spiritual and practical life of Indian culture. It's a very beautiful example of how ancient Indian astronomers blended maths, observation, culture, all into one system. Even to this day, it continues to guide people even today. Of course, many people are not aware of what these terms are and what they all represent. But they have a great relevance in our day-to-day life. Yes, with this we conclude this episode on this Karana. I hope this was quite interesting. Please like, share, and then subscribe to my channel. Please go through this video completely and then post your comment at the end. Thank you, viewers.